What up, y'all? Here we go. First episode. We got the BULLRAD Show. This is my boy B Rad, and he, very interesting dude. He's up on all this YouTube shit, all this shit that y'all peoples who watch my channel, all my YouTubers, y'all know what's up. And we got B Rad here, and he's gonna give a lot of insight and input on what's going on. But first of all, let's get with the topic. You know what I mean? Let's start off. We got Bobby Shmurda, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Casanova, now Thugger, and then O Block, all hit with the Rico. You know what I mean? Now that's kind of crazy, right? How they targeting the rappers, whatever. I ain't gonna start off with like that, but I'm just saying it's kind of crazy. Now, my question is, how the hell did Lil Dirk? Let's start off with this. B Rad, my boy B Rad. How the fuck did Lil Dirk dodge this shit that's going on? You feel me? Because he was facing attempted murder with King Von. He was in all kind of other shit. A lot of he got caught on camera in a shootout. We know he live in Atlanta, and I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't scared of shit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and throw it out there. Like, how the fuck are these police getting this information, this inside information? They knowing who to target and they knowing what's going on. And he's not been touched yet. How the fuck Dirk ain't been touched? They took down the whole old block. King Von, he went in. Lil Dirk didn't do that time for that shit. He got bailed out and whatever else. King Von was in there. He beat the case. There was a chance he might not have beat the case. Dirk got out, did that song with Drake, and was moving and grooving, getting that money. He was able to help Von on that case. But I'm just like, am I tripping? Oh my God. You all right? Oh man.
You all right over there?
Go ahead, B Rad. Am I bugging with this, like wondering like how the fuck Dirk ain't, like, you feel me?
I mean, that is crazy to be involved in all of that and to come out unscathed and pretty much come out untouched completely. I mean, I don't know. That's a little suspect to me. Like, he could just be that, like I said before, like that statistical anomaly where he just so happens to be that guy who gets through unscathed, but in the long run still stuck because everything around him burned down. Like, he lost his friends, he's losing everything, and he's not going to get away forever. Like, you know what the difference is? The difference is he's not claiming to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not saying he runs his crew in O Block. That's the difference between him and
wait. I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off, B Rad. I'm sorry because there's a comment and I'm fucking up and they checked my dumb ass. Dirk not from O Block. So I apologize for that. But the enemies of King Von are enemies of Dirk. And them 5 dudes that got bagged up for murdering they saying they murdered Duck. Guess what? Those were Dirk's homies. Those are Dirk's friends. So I'm sorry he's not from O Block, but at the same time, it's still questionable to me.
It's all around him. It's all around him. And obviously Atlanta is rounding up everybody right now, but they're doing it the same way that they did the mafia in New York. When Giuliani went after the mafia in New York, why did he go after them? Because Gotti was loud and his people were loud. You know what I mean? Like, it became fashionable to be in the mafia. Everybody was pretending like they were in the mafia. They had to go after him. These guys are acting like superstars. Well, these guys already are superstars. They're rappers, and they are talking about what they're doing. But on the other hand, from a legal standpoint, like, unless he gives you a time and a date and a photo of him doing it, you can't say he did it. You know what I mean? Like, and they're going after Thug, but they don't have anything on him, really. It's all circumstantial, and they're using a lot of rap lyrics, which is ridiculous to me. Like this is entertainment. Like, yeah, it's going on in the street, but these guys they're basically like hood reporters. They're just telling you what's going on in the neighborhood. They're not being too specific, but like, somebody got killed yesterday. Yeah, like 20,000 people get killed a day. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to place this one on him?
And with O Block, it's crazy because rappers made the block famous. And the police, they associated with the O Block with rappers, certain rappers. But Chief Keef hasn't been in O Block for over, I don't know how many years. He lives in fucking California. These rappers aren't in O Block. So it's like, you feel me? You feel he's deaf connected. I don't know what that means, homie. Hey, they ain't just using rap lyrics. Yeah, you're right. You got a good point. Again, I can't even read these names, but it's like rap lyrics are putting a stamp on it. They have no proof. When you talking about these murder, these type of things, the rap lyrics are what they're using to put the stamp on the bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's wrong. Period. Sorry.
Yeah, like if you're in the street moving, you can't be putting up videos talking about it, even if you don't say legally the name and where it was. Like, you know, cops are not stupid. They're allowed to infer. So if you even give them a clue, they're gonna pick it up, run with it, and then they'll catch you dirty. But until then, like, I mean, they're talking about it, they're naming people, then these people are dying, and their own people are dying, the guys who are talking about it. So obviously it's got something to do with the other. And they're kind of just ratting on themselves all day long, even though there's this whole movement to stop ratting. You can't. Like, they made the system, they're either going to bury you under the jail or you're gonna rat. And people choose to rat. Mm-hmm. People choose to rap all the time. It's sad, but it's inevitable. So, like, I don't see why everybody's like so hurt about it. Everybody's ratting, except in this that they're gonna rat on you.
Would you blame Thug, a rich man with 8 kids, famous guy who could actually rap, get out, still make music, and still be popping? Like, would you blame him? You know what I mean? What do you think about that? Because he crossed over all kind of genres, so he can literally get out. He can rap, get out, and go into whatever other type of music he wants and still be popping. I really believe that.
He could. He absolutely could. However, I feel like a dude who got as far as he did, coming from where he came from and to do what he did, he's a dude who stands on his own too. So I don't really see him folding at the end like that. He's just not built like that.
Either. My wife said he is, but I said he's not.
I don't think he's built like that. I think it is what it is. He's going to take it. Like, is it? I mean, that's a tough call. What would you do? I mean, really think about that. Like, it's one thing to give up your life, but it's another thing to give up that life. You know, so we'll have to see what happens. But like 6ix9ine, did anybody ever think he was going to stand on that? Like who out here was really thinking like, yo, I can't believe they broke my man down? Like, are you kidding me? That he's a child. He's a child with rainbow hair. Like,
and these dudes, they didn't even know he was really claiming the gang out here. Like, certain dudes, I know certain dudes from that didn't really, and they didn't even really. They thought it was just like entertainment for the most part and getting money. But
well, it was
mine. It was he's really he making busting plays.
For the set that he was running with, it was a come up, somebody with a bag that could put them on. They touched down in a lot of different states, different countries for this music, where they would have never left Brooklyn. You know, so they were about the bag. So they offered him a little shelter as long as he didn't fuck up. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he ain't about that. But so what? Like, the CEO isn't out in the street. You know what I mean? He's got goons. You know, so like, he's not the CEO making the call, but he's the money man. You know, he's the money man. So they let him in, and he brought him down. So like that was their call. You know, maybe you shouldn't allow suspect people to roll with you. But
yeah, we already know.
Did anybody really think that he was gonna really hold it down for a crew of guys he's been with for a year that just been offered?
They didn't either. But guess what? When that bread coming in to a point where you never seen before in your life, and you're poor,
walk away from
fucking streets, and that bread is rolling in crazy, it's like, come on, man. It's like you can't expect these dudes to have a right state of mind. That bread rolling, they can hunt a lot of money. Somebody said, "Oh, block niggas been dissing Dirk." G Bahar. I mean, I'm not familiar with the Chicago music like that, but it's like Dirk, okay, I understand. Let's disconnect him from O Block. But at the same time, his friends that he rap about and that he do, you know, they're arrested for killing somebody else or whatever else, Lil Duck or a Duck. So that's why I'm saying, like, he's been in all kind of trouble, and certain times you just got to question certain things. You know what I mean? That's all. Don't get offended.
There's a whole connection over there. Like, there's so much back and forth between their crews, you know, and then it wound up with Doug getting killed, and whoever he was talking about, that he was going in on somebody before he got killed. That guy got killed. Like, I forget who it was, but I'm just saying, like, they're so back and forth. But like you said, the only one who hasn't, you know, gotten shit is Dirk. Like, he was on trial, but he walked out on bail. Nobody else did.
Thank you.
know? But sorry. I don't know. I mean, is he really as in the street as the rest of the guys? As the rest of the guys that he's like his people? Like, is he really out there like they are? I don't think so. He's kind of busy.
You might be right. That's a good point. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like you just got to question stuff and get to the bottom of it. You feel me? Me Strong Island, I don't understand this. You said they let them until charges is being dropped. I don't understand what you're saying, but shout out to my nigga DMV. Salute the chat content. He said I get money in my sleep. That's a fact. And that's what we trying to do here. And y'all might be mad at me for questioning this Dirk shit. But guess what? I'm just wondering how the fuck he's dipping and diving, sliding and hiding from all this shit. He's not getting involved. Like, since that, he was in court with King Von. King Von went down. King Von did a couple years in the county fighting that case. You know what I mean? Dirk skated or whatever else. I understand that, but it's like, come on, man. Like, we just got to question. That's all. Don't be no sheep. Question everything.
I mean, his money definitely helped keep him out. His charges may have been lighter. I don't have the charges on that. I know the charges from the Thug case because everybody's been seeing those the past few days, 90 pages of them. But I mean, I don't have the paperwork on him, obviously, but were his charges as heavy as Von's were? Like did Von have a bag at that time enough to get that lawyer and to get out? Like, could he do that? You know, could he move like Dirk could? Because Dirk had paper by then.
Dirk had some bread by then.
You know, so I mean,
but
it just bottom line is like,
right.
Is he going to continue to walk though? That's the question. I mean, he's gonna get caught up sooner or later. But right now, Atlanta's focus is definitely on the YSL YNF beef. Like,
I ain't gonna say Dirk gonna get caught up. He said that. The white man said that. I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, how the fuck
that first quarter?
But seriously, you know, and then this Rico shit is crazy, man. But you open my eyes to something when you're talking on the phone, like the Thug shit. He's under the state Rico, not a federal Rico. Yes. Can you explain a little more about that? Y'all need to stop.
Well, it's just, you know, anytime you see guys get hit with a Fed Rico charge, that's insane. You know, I mean, like, it started with John Gotti and the Mafia, and they took them all down. They took all the Queens in New York City. That changed everything.
Yeah.
But people should have paid attention and watched that. Like, I know it's been on Gangland for the past 15 years on TNT and the History Channel, and people aren't paying attention to this shit. That's all they talk about.
Like, everybody know about it. Come on, yeah. Even Square Bear.
Everybody was Rico, but the only thing is that's not the feds coming in with the Rico charge. That's a state Rico charge. Now that is a little bit different. A Fed charge, you're done. You know, I mean, you're not beating that. You know, very rarely, if ever, has anybody beaten that. I don't think anybody's beaten that shit. But on the state, they don't always get it. And then on top of that, normally when someone gets caught up in a big case like this, the feds come in and start charging. You know what I mean? There's guns, there's multiple guns in this case, you know, switches and all that, you know, so that's a Fed case.
Why haven't the feds come in? Yeah, interesting.
You know, the feds are handling all that. Every kid that gets caught in Chicago with a switch, they got the feds over there. So I doubt that the feds aren't going to get involved in
but that's another question right there, yo, because if the feds don't get involved, that means somebody on the YSL level been dealing with the feds type of shit. To me,
well, not necessarily. Check it out. What it means is that the feds might say, "All right, the state's got him. Like, he ain't going nowhere. We're still putting together our case. You know, we have a case, but we're not 100 on it yet. Well, he's not going nowhere." So then they hit him with it later, and then he gets out of the state time. He walks out, and there's two feds waiting for him to take him up there, and he didn't even know about it. You know what I'm saying?
My boy DMV said just gives the government more opportunities and chances to try the case if needed. So now they still got a chance to go on the Fed shit if they don't succeed on the state shit. That's a good point, DMV. And shout out to my boy too. And then I can't even say this. Here we Gargan. Niggas seem not to learn from generations before them. And it's a fact, but like I'm saying, like, money fucks your brain up, man. Come on, man. You get a certain amount of bread, and it's just you get that fucking ego and then that big headed shit, and then you just go crazy, man.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like, there's a lot of things that when you get involved in any kind of hustle that's going to be illegal, regardless of what it is. Any kind of gang shit you get involved in, you know, doing shit like that is obviously going to bring trouble. So there's certain things you automatically know not to do. Like, you don't walk into the police station and start talking right off the bat for no reason. You know what I mean? That's something you just not to do. Well, cats should also know not to tell on themselves by now. You know, not only do you know that that's a stupid thing to do, but you've now actually seen it time and time and time again. Very, very famous cases where it all came down because the guy got too loud, because his people got too loud. Like,
that's the double-edged sword of being a part of that lifestyle, though. You smell me? No, people are gonna, if you're not really real or the type of things or whatever else, people are gonna know, and that's the double-edged sword. Me, Strong Island, they tell you we watch you sell drugs for months. Got pictures. You eat steak and shrimps every day. Bet you don't like bologna. Word, I still eat my pizza. Sorry, I can't read as fast as good, but I get it. That shit funny as hell. Me, Strong Island said that. And then Blackout V12, if the state fumbles, the feds will be waiting at the front door, and it's impossible to beat conspiracy in the feds. G. Bahar, people who got caught up for Duck's murder probably switching. Yeah, somebody switching. They rush O Block. The feds don't rush unless they got some info. So yeah.
Somebody's talking. There's no doubt people are talking, you know, but even when people are talking, you still don't have a 100% locked and closed case. You know, the feds do. Feds are built like that. But right now, the feds not rushing in could also be because the state doesn't have a strong enough case. They're using rap lyrics. You know what I mean? They're using rap lyrics. They got people that are in his crew that are out jacking cars, that are shooting at people, that are flashing guns. And that's a lot of the charges are other people, but the main guys, you know, which is going to be Thug and Gunna, like they really don't have anything on them except in Thug's house, you know, they got him with a couple guns. They got him with, you know, marijuana, intent to sell, and they got him with methamphetamine, intent to sell.
But let me wait a minute. Sorry, just cut you off when you come back. But intent to sell, everybody was saying, oh, that means they got pounds. And it doesn't. I had to check myself just now because it doesn't. Because I know it could add a little whatever else, and they're going to throw them and say intent to sell. So my bad for whatever else, but I had to cut you off for that. But go ahead, continue.
No, but so like that's a good point you make with the intent to sell. You know what I mean? Like one person's personal could be considered intent to sell. If you're picking up for yourself and you got quite a bit of habit and you're picking up for the week or for the month, because rappers don't need to pick up once a week. I mean, once a day. You know what I mean? They're not getting 20s here and there. They're just picking up however much they're going to sit on at the crib, and that's it. And if there's other people fucking with it, but also he wasn't even home. He came home the day before. He came home on a Sunday. He was somewhere in like Scandinavia or, you know, some country up there, like doing a show. And then he comes back on a Sunday, and then Monday they kick open his door. There was 10 other people in the house when they came
he was in Norway.
There's people,
but then JC said, so that means they will find Eda's killer soon. Wouldn't be surprised if it was his own guys. I'm sorry, that's some Chicago shit or whatever else. And then Blackout, he said, in the feds, they convict you. They can convict you all hearsay. And that's fucked up. That's some bullshit. That's what I say. And then guy, you know, they talking they shit though in these comments. I appreciate that. I'm gonna check all this later. I'm trying to keep up with the new people. But yeah, man, like this Rico shit is different. Like it's not. You think it's fair? Like really now when you're dealing with raps like this, like these rappers, you know the culture of hip hop. You understand like hardcore hip hop, hardcore gangster, whatever. Then you got other type of hip hop. Hip hop ain't just all gangster and shit. You smart enough to know because we had conversations. But what I'm saying is how they're turning it into like these rappers, like they getting it's $1 million they dealing with. So that genre is a lot of money they playing with. So that's why the genre they talk that shit or whatever. Most of them, 90% of them ain't doing the shit. So it ain't cool to convict somebody on the lyrics. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on, man. It's crazy. You're dealing with millions.
Well, that's a cash flow that, you know, that certain people would probably love to stop going to that place. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money they're putting there. That's changed people's lives money. You can start businesses with that. You know, you can literally change many lives with that. Not just your own.
He was generating tens of millions of fucking dollars.
Yeah, that potentially equals progress. And there's some people that don't want to see that. I mean, that's just, let's just lay that down before we even have a conversation.
That's a good ass point.
You know, the feds are police, but the feds are a gang. They're the biggest, baddest gang you're ever going to come across. They don't
Hoover, come on. he stopped the Black Panthers like we was out, like they was out there killing. Because I say we, because my mom was a Black Panther, but like they was out there killing people. They was feeding the children and just protecting themselves, and he stopped them and treated and turned them into like a criminal, crazy, you know. But then the dude in Buffalo over there, the point you brought up, like this is the real terrorist type of shit. Like it's crazy though. It's ill. It's kind of ill.
Yeah, but the feds had over 10,000 pages on the Beatles, on John Lennon. They were literally, the feds would be in the front rows of the audience during their concerts, and they'd be writing down his lyrics and all the things he said. The reason being, he had a large enough voice to move a crowd, to move people.
Yeah, so about that. So whoever got that voice that's large enough, that's their job to neutralize or just make sure they monetize. Yeah, okay, I get it. That was a good point, B-Rad.
The 3 rappers we've mentioned so far pretty much are the ones dictating how the streets move right now, to be honest. It's whatever they're talking about, that's what's going on. Or is it that they're talking about it and it's now going on because they're talking about it? You know, and they're elevating their arguments, their beefs, their problems between crews. They're elevating them not just to a neighborhood.
And it's turning into,
because,
you know why? Hip hop is so authentic. It comes from the streets, and there's no way to change that. And you understand that. So all that shit is just, it's natural. No matter how many people get locked up or killed, it's just the shit that's going on the streets is hip hop is there for them. And it's it's a form of therapy and all that type of stuff too. Not only is it y'all form of entertainment and dancing and jumping around, shaking your ass, all that shit, but these dudes, this shit is it's keeping them alive and shit. Like it's crazy like that, man. World Boss. So I don't know if you're talking about Vibes Cartel, but the boy is doing jail time and all that, and he represents hip hop culture and everything else. Jamaica, dance hall, but World Boss, shout out. That's all. Well, go ahead. What was you saying? This YSL thing is blowing my mind, and I ain't gonna lie. Thug is one of my favorite artists. You feel me? And I swear to God, my wife, it was hers too. She don't like him no more because she found out, like, oh shit, that's you.
What, she found out that he's doing the stuff she likes to listen to?
I ain't gonna say that, but see how that, like, he's automatically done in a lot of people's minds because of these charges, even though he ain't even been charged with it.
That's the other thing. They always say you're innocent until proven guilty. Then how come dude's sitting in jail right now? Like, everybody's saying he's guilty. And that's the thing. Like, and we all know that too. Like, anytime your name gets brought up, that's all people know. Even if you're found innocent, even if they say, oh, we're sorry, it didn't happen like that, the retraction gets printed on page 6. Nobody reads it. Nobody cares to read it. All that matters is that you got pinched for that. 20 years from now, they're just going to say, oh, yeah, when he got locked up on that RICO charge. And they're like, no, actually, he didn't get locked up. Oh, but he did 3.5 years waiting for it.
Yeah, and like, my bro, he called in from prison. He and Donovan, Mayslow, his podcast on the channel is doing good. One of them got almost 7,000 views, and then 4,000 people looking out for him. My bro Mayslow, but and we talked about this, and one of the things we talked about is Wack 100. You feel me? And how he's convicting Thug already. I feel like, and I already said it. Wack is he built this channel up. Everybody know that, whatever else, but I'm gonna speak the real. And they saying, like, the way I heard it, I put up some of the shit, and he's talking like he's already convicting these boys. He's saying basically, I told you so attitude. Like, you feel me? Like, yeah, I told you, when it's not the time for that now. They in there, and this is my opinion. You can take your own stance, but they in there fighting for their life, and you on some I told you so, instead of saying, yeah, they trying to do this and that, but them boys are da whatever else. Like, I just had a problem with it, and and my little bro, he spoke on it and everything else. Y'all check out Mace Loke next podcast is coming out. Actually, it should be out now. But yeah, what you know what I mean? Because Wack, he got opinions on everything. We fuck with him, but we could speak our mind too. You feel me?
Yeah, well, Wack, yeah, kind of like he's out there talking about, like, if it's pieces on a checkerboard or a chessboard, you know what I mean? He's not talking like it's somebody in there fighting for their life. He's just like, oh yeah, this happened. He's done. Move along. It's like, yo, chill, bro. That's my life. Give me a sec.
Thank you.
But he's either just numb to it or he just don't give a fuck.
And what you think about the Jay Prince and him and all that type of shit, like all that crazy shit? Like, is it Wack just is he doing all this shit purposely or what? Like I feel like yes, but I'm like for real, like seriously.
Well, see, the whole Jay Prince thing with him is this is all going back to the Larry Hoover story. Now, this woman, was it Larry Hoover's sister? Is she the one who has the information?
I don't know if it's his sister. I can't put the
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, it's not his sister. It's just a girl. She won't give it to the family. That's right. It's a reporter. It's a reporter. I'm sorry. She won't give it to the family.
Somebody, football, my bad. Hold that thought, but football is my life. Yo, you guys need to stop spreading lies on Lil Dirk's name. Is Lil Dirk snitching? Is that how you get people to watch spread lies? Well, nobody actually said Lil Dirk snitching. Nobody actually said none of that. But there's no reason why we can't question anything, and that's it on my mind. That was my question, first of all. B-Rad didn't ask that question, and I never said Dirk is snitching, homie. So stop spreading lies on me, first of all, because you're the only one spreading lies.
I personally think he is the guy.
And keep your mouth, keep my name out your mouth, homie, because you tripping now. You saying I'm spreading lies, talking about Lil Dirk is tripping, like Lil Dirk is snitching. I never said that. Never said that once. Keep my name out your mouth and stop spreading lies on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, for real. I didn't say that either. In fact, I'm of the opinion that Dirk didn't do any of the stuff that they're claiming he did. I think he is innocent of these charges. I think he's not out there as heavy as these guys portray that he is.
That's a fact.
So I don't think he really did do any of this stuff. Like, I mean, obviously he's had a hand involved in it, but I don't think he was guilty on any of the charges they brought against him, nor were other people.
He got out. Nobody said he was sick. So stop.
I'm not over here saying he's snitching. People are asking, is he snitching? Why has he not gotten anything out of all this? How come he's not dead out of all this? Everybody around him's going to jail, getting caught up and getting killed. How come not him? I think it's because he's not out in the streets like that. And other people think he's snitching.
And that was a conclusion. And that's what the conclusion we came to. So, so stop it. Got a lot of niggas over here in the comments. I fuck with all y'all. Who is Dom's Deals? Yo, is this Mata? You must know me. What's your real name? Put your name in there and maybe you'll find out. But you know what I mean? Like, they try to twist you up in this internet shit. Because you on this shit just like me. Come on, B-Rad. You know what's up. They try to twist you up and fuck, ain't nobody.
Listen, you know damn well this cat can go right back and rewatch the video and see that neither one of us ever said, I think, that's not my opinion. So it is what it is, but you're always going to have people who just put words in your mouth. I mean, look at what they do. They cut videos down. They can make you say anything. If they have enough, time on you, they can do anything. They can make you look like anything. It's not a problem. So.
Yeah, but thank you did that because you got me tight, and now the numbers is up to 70 something now. And then look,
you can't
bring it to the table.
Get mad over these clowns on the internet who don't know how to process information properly. If they can watch this and come off thinking that either one of us think that we're spreading these lies, then that's obviously their reading and viewing comprehension is for shit, and you need to go get a class for that.
That's a fact. So let's talk about Crip Mac. I reached out to him on an email. You seen it and everything else. We've been talking, and I was trying to get him on this on our shit. He said 300. He had a thing for 300, and when I hit him, then he pushed it up to 500, and then he said 800. I'm like, damn, get you like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Sounds like the offers aren't coming in that much anymore.
He said, Dominique, my nigga, your brother's homeboy. Oh, my nigga Dominique. And that's the West Side shit. You feel me? Shout out Dominique. I know who that is. We get it in all day. But yeah, like I'm gonna get the nigga, but he gonna have to lower that price. You feel me? Like, come on. I hit you when you said it was 3. That's when I hit you.
Yeah, just tell him, be like, yo, it's not like you even have to leave your house. Just turn on your phone and do the interview. Like, it's not like you're gonna fly him out to New York or something like that.
Yeah, he acting like a custer. I'm like, come on, man.
Definitely straight custer.
85. but I swear to God, I'll show y'all the email. Like I hit the nigga up when he said 3. He had a YouTube thing, and I hit him the same day. I'll be on my YouTube shit, so I know what I'll be fucking doing. The nigga, when I hit him, I don't know if he looked at my channel and shit, because I did do a special on Crip Mac. You can look back. I wasn't happy with the little boy daddy got killed, and then Crip Mac had him on YouTube the next day. So I spoke on it. Every nigga got a right to speak their fucking mind. Ain't no world where a motherfucker can't talk they fucking speak their mind. And if you really, you gotta deal with whatever come with it, of course, but speak your mind, period.
People seem to forget that you're allowed to stand up for yourself. Like this modern day culture is basically just making people believe that they don't have a right to even get loud in defense of themselves. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy to me. Like, people forget they're allowed to stand up for what they actually believe, and nobody can do shit to you about it. Like,
yeah,
that's why we live here. That's why people.
And then they get hypnotized by this internet shit, and they follow the wrong motherfuckers because they don't want to speak out or really have an opinion on shit. Okay, Mix60 Joe, he said Crip Mac don't own his page anymore. I don't know how true that is or whatever, but you know,
he might have sold it.
I was trying to put some money in his pocket. We fuck with Crip Mac. Me and my boy B-Rad. We enjoy his content. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? For a show. But he started fluctuating the price, and I
think he's probably not doing too good. If he's concerned with upping his price, he obviously not moving and making money. If he was making money, he'd just keep making money. But he's over here raising the price. It's not that he's become more untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, he'll do anybody's show.
Exactly.
So,
and then I seen him and Lupe. They doing the OnlyFans. Did you know that?
Yeah, it sucks.
So, like,
who's gonna watch that? Who's gonna watch that?
Somebody said he signed a messed up deal. It ain't him. I'm saying they doing a.
All right, sing me a new song. I'm tired of hearing about rappers who got shitted on their contracts. Like, yo, if you don't know what contract negotiations go by now, or if you're not in a strong enough position to not take that deal, then stop talking. Like, you know what time it is.
Yeah, because all the mistakes, like, come on, like, you gonna continue to claim dumbass.
That didn't happen in the 80s. That shit happened in the 80s and the early 90s. Cats not knowing. People know now.
The Don Vito show, he said he could get him up here. Well, get him up here for me then, my nigga. Shit.
Don Vito done?
He said the Don Vito show. It ain't nothing. I fuck with Crip Mac, and I'm gonna ask him about doing that. But I'm like, why you put that kid on there after his dad died the day before, homie? You think that was cool? You really think that was straight? I asked him that right to his face. You smell me? I don't give a fuck.
What kind of answer are you expecting to get?
If y'all really want him, that's what the Don Vito show said. I'll send you the link, homie. You see it's the 1-800 number. Have them call that number right now, nigga, and yeah, we'll chop it up. You feel me? I got almost 10,000. I ain't no slouch. I got my boy B-Rad. You feel me? This dude, he about to, we YouTubers, motherfucker. So get ready. It's just starting.
I'm just trying to figure out and have a conversation. So let's just have this conversation and find out.
I fuck with homie, and you heard me say that, and we both do. We support the dude. That's a fact. What city y'all streaming from? Don't worry about that, motherfucker. We in two different towns, homie. I'm from Brooklyn, still. You heard?
Oh boy.
And definitely DMV. I appreciate you because you always asking people to hit that like, even though they don't fuck with me. You feel me? But it's all right because we still rushing and flooding the whatever. First time I saw this, but salute. Yeah, this is the first episode, my nigga. This is the first episode, and we gonna really get into some real things that I know my people want to talk about. My bro, he kind of went hard on Wack. That podcast is out, Wack. I love Wack. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fuck with Wack heavy. But
I feel like Wack, I mean, it is his job to comment on these things, but not only that, like as we were talking about before with the whole Larry Hoover thing, if you're not aware, it's they want to put out the story, the movie of Larry Hoover from Chicago, started the Gangsta Disciples. They were making a lot of money hustling, and they locked this man up for a murder that he didn't even commit, but was done based on GD. Mm-hmm. And they locked him up on 2 life counts. They gave him 200 years. 200 years. 23-year-old kid.
Damn.
200 years because of drug dealing and murders. However, he didn't actually pull the trigger. And this whole guilty by association thing, like, you did this and you did that and you did this and that made it possible for this. Well, that's really not fair because everybody makes a move that eventually causes somebody to do something else.
And guess really what?
Not fair to charge people like that.
B-Rad, when you go into that now, how the feds manipulate and snaky shit, let this killer out. The motherfucker that actually pulled the trigger on 70 people, he's out. And this like type of shit. Now you think like a person with the power of Larry Hoover, like the things they could have did. Now look at Chicago, and that's the shit that Wack is saying that's on that footage. He's saying that he's saying basically Larry Hoover predicted it because he knew like the power that he had, and then when he gone, it's gonna all go to fucking, and these dudes are gonna go wild because these are real disciplined, trained, soldiers and shit like that. That's what's the culture out there in Chicago with certain, I know people, I got family in Chicago, like I said, another thing, like, yeah, that was the culture. So Larry Hoover knew what was gonna go down. He was speaking about it, and I think that's that footage that Wack got or whatever else, and now it's actually going down. The murder rate is insane out there, and the gang shit is just out of control. You feel me? Not my bad. Continue, because you did research on this shit too, though.
I mean, I just know a little bit about Larry Hoover, and I know that now they want the movie to come out, and apparently this woman, this reporter, she got Larry Hoover to sign over all the rights to all of his stuff, and I guess he's not arguing that because I haven't heard him say that's not true. It's not like the dude's gone. He's got a voice. He could say no, but he hasn't said nothing. So she's got the rights to it, and she called Wack 100. So it's not like he even jumped on himself. It's not like he put himself in this. People can't even say that. He just jumps in and gets involved in shit. They came to him. You know what I mean? And this is proof right here that it's known that they came to him. So like he's justified now because people say that he just runs up and gets involved in all sorts of shit. Like, no, this shit comes to him. He's a
good point. Good point. Somebody said Wack Hollywood, bring it to the table. He said Wack is Hollywood. And yeah, he's involved in Hollywood. And that's how he gets his money. Come on.
Yeah. Why not? It's entertainment for the masses. He provides it, and he does it in a respectable way. If somebody has to be that ambassador to bring the streets to the mainstream, if there's a call for that, enough people, mainstream customers want that, somebody's going to put it out sooner or later. If he does it in a respectable and decent manner and not just out here just lighting people up and bombing people and using it to his advantage to lock people up, like he's not out here doing none of that. He's just bringing the story, and he's not really a clown about it either. You know what I mean? And whatever, I think he's doing pretty good, to be honest.
Think he is too. Nah, but ATL and Wack gotta go. I don't agree with you, homie, because like why?
I think it's better to I think it's better to deal with the evil you know versus the evil you don't know. I'd rock with him. He's not so bad. You could get someone there that's real bad.
I like to hear the truth too. And ATL, call up and tell me why Wack gotta go. And you see the number. Everybody's scared to call up. But what I'm saying is, like you said, Wack gotta go. I don't agree. I like to hear all opinions, all sides. I really do.
He's a little annoying. I'll give it that. He is a little annoying.
What do you find annoying? Go ahead.
He's 100 miles an hour at all time, and it's just a lot of bullshit. He just needs to tone it down and just explain himself. He gets all crazy. Like
when? Give me an example.
He turns everything into like an argument, like brings it to the street immediately. Like he's just like, come see me.
Man. It say 1-800-430-8963. 1-800.
When you're in an argument with somebody and there's thousands of people listening, and the first thing you say is "come see me," that conversation's not going to go so well.
Crazy, you're right. It's kind of crazy.
And he can say that because he's got people around him.
Yeah, and he
can say that.
Somebody that's broken, lonely, and is on his own, you can say, "Yeah, meet me right here," whatever. When you got 1,000 killers with you and all whatever else, allegedly, you know what I mean? Like
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. You always gotta say that.
But yeah,
I do appreciate the excitement. I'm just a fucked up dude like that, and he really exciting, and he's telling the truth, and he ain't get caught in no sucker shit yet, so I can still keep backing him.
Yeah, I appreciate what he does. Like I enjoy the information. It's good information. Like people come on there and he breaks them down. You know what I mean? He's like, did you not say this? Did you not? And like they can't lie. Eventually they admit it. Yeah, it's crazy. So like you almost don't want him to be right, but he's always, I don't know. He doesn't go into a fight thinking he's gonna lose. I'll tell you that much.
2 pints not for me. That's because shout out to my boy Dirtbag Dan. I fuck with you, homie. But and even with the people was mad at him about the Megan Thee Stallion shit. They said he was lying and shit, but now it came out like That shit was real shit. She stepped on glass. Did you hear about that shit?
The one who said that she got shot in the feet, right?
Tory Lane, yeah.
Yeah. No, he produces. You know what? We know what's good about Wack is he produces paperwork, real paperwork. He comes through with the real paperwork, and he proves it. And everybody out here says that they got this story, and it's what they tell the street. And then the paperwork comes out, and small facts are different, and sometimes it's major facts like this one where she stepped on glass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean that's a big story. Everybody thought Tory Lane's a dirtbag now. Yo, he's beating and shooting up women. Like, you know, I'm sure a lot of people got very upset about that. Meanwhile, here it's not true.
It's
and
not
most of that shit isn't. Most of that shit isn't. These people
I
are mostly normal people.
I feel guilty. I cancel him. I stop listening to him. Like, what, he shot at him? What? Fuck that motherfucker.
I personally don't listen to any of that shit. I don't listen to any of that shit at all. Because for every fan, there's somebody out there who doesn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Fuck that.
Sorry.
I can't believe any of that shit. It's all clickbait and bullshit, and somebody just trying to sell a fucking story. You know, if it's real, you'll figure it out sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do it again. You know what I mean? Guys don't shoot a woman in the foot and then never do anything bad to a woman again.
But he did. Nah, he didn't do none of that type of shit. Yeah, good point. He said in 1971, Chicago had 824 murders. In 1973, they had 856. 800 in 2021. So with or without Hoover, Chicago was out of control. Yeah, that's a fact of life. But, you know, yeah. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to say to that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have those numbers on me, but
and I can't.
Yeah, and that's the case. That's the case.
Hey.
But yeah, do they think he's gonna take back over? Because he did run the Hoovers from prison. You know, when he went into jail, he ran them from within jail for a minute.
Yeah.
So if he were to get out now, he was just running them 15, 20 years ago. Like, could he still be involved? And that's the question they're gonna ask, and that's why they're never gonna release him. It's fucked up because he was a kid and he got caught running something that granted, he was a major player in it and he was the one who came up with it, but do you really think he was in complete 100% control of that shit on his own? I don't think so.
Nah, not at all. All right, we got a call. Let's see who this is. It's probably somebody talking about Wack.
Call for extension 0 to accept. Press 1 to send the voicemail. Press.
Yo, what up? It's BULLRAD. You live?
Yeah, man.
You hear him?
Wack's a rat, man. He worked for the government, man.
Hold up. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's OG Bobby, man. Oklahoma, man.
That's what's up. So why you say Wack is a rat, though? I don't get that. He not on paperwork.
That's funny.
He gotta be informant, man. Where I'm from, rats don't gotta drop paperwork, man.
Okay. Yo, hold up 1 second, my boy. Hold up. Hello?
Grasshopper, call for extension 0 to accept. Press 1 to send the voicemail.
Yo, what up? Where you calling from? What's your name?
ATL, you already know.
Where you calling from?
ATL.
Oh, my bad, homie. I should have figured that out. All right, go ahead. What's your opinion on Wack? You and turn your background down.
Now you hear? Let me turn this shit down. My bad. I'm in my car. I'm with the last guy. You right? You don't have to have the paperwork. Y'all tripping, man. You already know this man's set up.
Yeah, but you ain't got no example though, homie.
But come on, man. He bypassed a lot of shit now.
You gotta have specific examples though, homie.
I don't have the paperwork, but come on.
All right, hold on, my boy. Hold on 1 second, my boy. This is crazy. They coming up.
Grasshopper, call for extension 0 to accept. Press 1 to send the voicemail.
Yo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's Cookie? Sniper, Long Island.
Okay.
Long Island.
What's your opinion, homie?
No, that's good.
Yo, it's good.
And anything I want to talk about, I'm gonna talk.
Nah, we talking about. Everybody coming on talking about Wack. So what you feel about Wack? You feel like he a rat? They saying he a rat.
I ain't gonna tell no lie. I think the truth is, I think he's hard body. I think niggas put the top fucking with him and get out of his way. Real talk.
Good looking.
Get your fuck out of his way, my nigga.
All right, let me go back to
his face, his voice.
Yeah, niggas saying he a rat. I'm like, y'all ain't got no examples of this. Where is this coming from?
No rat, my nigga. That nigga pull up paperwork. That nigga pull up paperwork, my nigga.
He pull up paperwork.
Yeah.
He pull up that P Dubs, even on Big U.
If there's no paperwork on you, you can't say he's a rat.
Period.
If he bring up paperwork.
Hold on, let me see if I can merge this nigga. Yo, ATLian.
I believe on fact.
ATLian, you there?
My nigga. Good?
Yeah, I hear you, homie. Sniper, Long Island.
I don't know. Word. And you know, the one thing about me, I real bad boy, but you know, I don't sell drugs. I don't rob people. For me, the different thing. For me, I tell us what, it's a real gangster youth, my youth. Niggas need to step out that nigga way, my nigga. Or the mother, niggas need to walk across the street when they see right, my nigga.
Nah, I don't believe in none of that. Ain't no walking across the street, none of that sucker shit. You know what? Yo, ATLian, call back, my nigga. But go ahead, go.
Certain time, people, when me know personally, they gotta walk across the street when they see. They don't play that game. We going there. Boom, bop. It's just like that. For real. It's just like that.
So you got a personal situation with Wack or something, homie?
Nah, not really. It's just that the truth. I don't even know nigga. I don't even know the nigga, my nigga. With my mother, my nigga. I'm new to this. Like listening to this shit. I'm telling you, that nigga got the money for it. And listen, I'm not in no set. I'm not no gangster. I'm my own gangster. I'm like my own murder type shit. I'm my own person.
I feel you, but check this out. Give me your last words on why you feel like, you know, you fuck with Wack or whatever, because I want ATLian to call back, because I want to hear why they calling him a rat and shit.
No, you know why I fuck with Wack? Because he gives facts out. He don't give his opinion about it. Fuck everything else. The fact of the matter is this. The fact of the matter is this. If he got paperwork on you, and the fact of the matter is that you really did tell, that's a fact. That's not nobody's fucking opinion. You fuck a nigga opinion.
He make a good point, y'all.
I don't give a fuck what a nigga think. I don't give a fuck what a nigga think, my nigga. I care about the fact of the matter. The fact. All I want to hear is the fact. Once I stop hearing the fact, I'm over here looking like, oh, this motherfucker shitty.
See, that's why I fuck with my East Coast niggas. Y'all can talk y'all shit, but we logical, motherfucker. You feel me? We real logical. You feel me? So, what? Hold on, B-Rad. Hold on. Okay, hold up. This might be ATLian. Hold on, my boy. Hold on.
Grasshopper.
B-Rad, what you think? You know what I mean?
Extension 0 to accept. Press.
Who this? Where you from?
It's Nino Black from Brooklyn.
What up, homie?
Yo, you live right now?
Yeah.
All right, basically, you want to know why I feel that Wack is a fucking rat? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to point out all facts.
Come on, go ahead.
Number one, if you look at history, man, they get two big figures in the motherfucking state and all that, take niggas down. Big U and Wack. Why is Wack on his clubhouse with a fucking federal prosecutor that sits there every day while he label niggas, gang members and shit, knowing down that bitch sitting there?
Who?
My lawyer for the court is here.
You know her name?
He says her name plenty of times. Go back to it. She done gave facts about
nigga, you need to know her name. If you coming with if she the main one reason or whatever, you know the bitch name or what?
But you gotta listen to it, bro. I'm pointing out, I know these shit for a fact, bro. I'm not saying talking to you, nigga. I did time in the Fed.
I feel you, nigga. I understand all that, but if I'm approaching about the,
listen, you know why
go ahead.
Paperwork on you know why there's no paperwork on Wack?
Why?
Because the constitutional reformers, they cover their fucking paperwork, bro. You know how many niggas that was in Fed that motherfucking did shit and went home and knocked off their whole fucking block and got their time on by locking niggas up, bro. I just did 26 years in the Fed. I watched this shit, bro.
You talking like you seen some actual paperwork with Wack name on it, Cash Jones.
Yeah, he's saying paperwork don't exist. They scrub it.
And all the conviction and choice about this shit. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. My bad.
Listen, y'all in the street Well, I don't know if y'all know that, and y'all niggas come home and tell you, yo, bro, I worked in the law library, bro. I know this shit. Confidential informant, you don't get all paperwork on a motherfucker, nigga. Do you know what all the rules is? You don't get paperwork. They cover their paperwork.
Okay, my nigga. So you ain't get paperwork, Bambino. But so tell me why then. If you ain't see the paperwork, then go into the example.
Saying it doesn't exist.
Why? Let's get real specific on him. You feel me? Let's get real specific because we logical here.
First of all, if you claiming some power rule shit, everybody know that West Coast shit is real. I'm Damo myself on this. Everybody know that shit. You doing too much interacting with the streets. You don't do that, motherfucker. I don't care for money or nothing. You violated every rule there is, man. Sitting down with a snitch and all that shit. Then you sitting on a motherfucking clubhouse and you bringing dudes up acting like you cool with them, and then you exposing the shit.
You're not giving examples or nothing though. You gave two vague. You gave two vague things.
Yo, bro, you sneaking? You gonna sneak Big U? And that's your man. You just did a
and Big U working with the police. Yeah, fuck the nigga. If he working with the police.
Bro, but listen. Yeah, we didn't know that till another motherfucking rat exposed another fucking rat, nigga. Because the other rat got bigger, bro. We know that shit take down.
And that's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm seeing that in my own community, yo, bro. You gotta take down the top 10 niggas. Biggie was getting too big. Pop was getting too big. You had to knock them off. What make you think about it, bro? You from on that side, so you know that you would have ever violated Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. I mean,
bro, you gotta think about you. He's saying that us in the street, you in the street and everything, nigga.
I ain't in the streets, homie. Let's get that right.
All right.
I did 3 years up top though. That was years ago, nigga. That was like 15 years ago. I mean, I was in Cali.
Yeah, but you wise to a lot of shit you see, bro. By your conversation,
but I'm still not with you though all the way, my nigga. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't have to be. I'm gonna paint the picture. You don't have to do that. But in time, you go play these certain things in your mind, and it's gonna prove to the fact. Yo, bro, you got some shit on Nipsey Hussle. You a real nigga. You bring it to them niggas, man. You ain't do it.
But that's some gay shit. That's some personal shit. That ain't like he's some ratting shit. If you got some ratting shit, yeah, it's your obligation to bring it to the masses or whatever. But all that other weirdo shit, no.
You don't. Your rules and regulations in that gang shit. You don't fuck with homos.
You right. Good point.
That's a good thing. And what's the name? When I'm talking about this Wack shit, I'm talking about rules and regulations.
But he a Damu. He a Damu.
Huh?
Nipsey he a Damu. So he don't really apply with that shit. You know what I mean? Because he not a part of his gang. Like real gangsters don't give a fuck about what the next nigga do. All he worried about is a nigga in his set, what the nigga in his set do. So it wasn't Wack obligation to go bring that to the table because he not from Pacoima, Peru. Nipsey ain't from Pacoima, so Wack, that wasn't his obligation. You smell me? So you already know I know what I'm talking about, homies.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why you involved in it? If you Pacoima, you don't mind.
He wasn't
business about it.
Nah, you switching it up now. You pivoted.
He's reporting on it. He's not the one bringing it to the table. People bring it up, and then he addresses it with the paperwork to set it straight.
He said, "Listen, nah, you gotta go back to his shit." He said the dude gave him the fucking tape. You know how long he had that tape and sitting on it? He's just talking about it, and the only reason he did that.
Nigga, I just made that point. He not from his set. He don't give a fuck about this nigga. What he do with all that weird shit. Now it benefit him, and now it come out. Whatever made him bring it out now, whatever. But back in the day, you can't blame. Like, come on, the nigga. If he was from 2Ps, where Wack is from, or whatever else, then yeah, and Wack ain't bring that shit out. That's some sucker shit. But niggas in sets got different rules and different niggas don't give a fuck about not only the next set. They don't give a fuck about the next nigga and the next. Like, come on, man.
Yo, bro, listen, what I'm saying to you, man, for a nigga that's really in this shit and all that stuff, there's certain things you don't do, and nigga gets moving wild.
So wait a minute.
All right. Listen, how do you get access to everybody that you beat for work, paperwork, nigga. It's like you going to get their paperwork, then you throwing on back. You searching, you trolling, you working, you doing a 6
You know, there's certain factions and certain gangs, nigga, that's involved in extortions, and that's what they specialize in. You know that, right?
I know it's specialized. I know, bro. I'm telling you, I know that, bro. I'm UVN on this. I know that shit, bro.
That.
I'm not saying everything, but if you doing that for extortion, don't use it as a fucking missile down the line. Because your money ran out, niggas ain't following
what
you.
What you mean? Don't use it? Why not? What you mean don't use it?
Nah, you can't do that, bro. If you getting paid from it, and then the motherfuckers catch on and stop paying you, handle your business. Don't try to exploit this shit now, because you ain't getting no more money because you fell off.
All right, bring it to the table. If you really, you know, you said he don't know what he talking about. I think he do. He from my town and everything else, and I kind of fuck with the homie. You call up and then and whatever, but. You know, don't be in the chat or whatever. But if he don't know what he's talking about, be specific. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yo, bro, it's just that he's head hunting. And think about it, 1,000. Yo, bro, ain't niggas on his ass over there, bro? Like, if you look at the whole shit, niggas is on his ass. You can't be doing shit. And your man never came to no thing. One thing.
You heard us say, niggas on your ass, that don't mean shit. You heard us talk, me and B-Rad talked about this earlier. Like, if you got bread and you running with 30 niggas and everybody like this and that, whatever else, like niggas, the little broke niggas on your, that really don't mean shit no more. You feel me? It really don't.
They're above that. They got other shit to do.
Them niggas can't even get close to you.
They're not worried about street arguments, street arguments at that point, unless it gets really overpowered or if it directly affects them. But like, other cats saying shit, like that's just they're people in their crew. You go and go hard for every one of your boys that says something dumb.
A great example. I'm not saying they on the same level with the nigga 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine doing what he wanted to do over here because we peeped what fucking agents he got working with him. Nigga talk about ain't no security. It's security with that nigga, bro.
So
no, but see what happens with Wack. Wack brings paperwork, right? So he's not exposing what somebody did. He's exposing that somebody already talked. The feds, the cops already have that paperwork and know what time it is. He's just telling the street what really happened. He's not telling on them. It already happened.
I understand what's your problem yet. That's all I'm trying to hear. What's your problem?
It already happened. He's just exposing that it did happen. He's putting people on blast. He's making people messed up for talking.
Real specific, because I don't get what's your issue, homie.
Y'all Wack campaign, so y'all
ain't no campaigning, homie.
I'm not either. I'm just saying why people fuck with him.
You saying all the shit he going through, he ain't doing nothing wrong. Can you honestly say that out your mouth?
Look, he shouldn't be talking about people he doesn't know. But the fact is when you sign paperwork, that's public information, so people are allowed to do this. Is it cool? No, but he's allowed to do it.
I'm gonna say this one time. Check this out, homie. It depends on your goal. What you doing wrong? What's Wack goal? What's Wack's goal? What you think Wack goal is? He lit in this internet shit, and now he's starting this podcast, and now he's trying to do. It's his goal. Is he ratting or anything? That's what y'all saying, but I don't think he is. So until we get some real information on that,
he's saying after the fact.
He achieving his goal. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, listen, let me ask you a question, bro. And on some real shit.
Go ahead.
Even though you know a nigga from the East Coast, you want to indulge in him in a whole bunch of conversations on the phone. You don't even know that. That's East Coast. You don't indulge.
Yeah, that's some weird shit. But y'all saying he ratting though. I ain't heard none of that. That's all.
There's no reason for him to be bringing stuff out that nobody already knows. You know, like he doesn't need to go and tell the police anything and sign paperwork on people. But he's just bringing out what people have already said. It's just we don't know about it, but the feds already know he signed their paperwork.
Give me a call up, man. Stop playing. And a lot
he's
of
just exposing this. He's exposing public information to the street because he sent $100 to the right people legally and gets the paperwork himself.
And what's your name again, homie? My bad.
It's Black. It's Brooklyn Black.
Brooklyn Black. Wait, this is my homie Brooklyn Black?
Nah, I'm from Brooklyn.
I know another Brooklyn Black from the Star, nigga. Black.
Oh, no, I'm from the East, bro.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, like I don't see what you're saying. You're not being specific. That's all. So we got a differences in this. So I gotta hold you. Hold on 1 second, homie. Like they saying he a snitch. Come on, be rad. Like where is he snitching? That's all I want to know.
He's really not snitching. He's just bringing public information, known information out to the public. Like he's not telling the cops. The cops already know about it because they're the ones who signed the paperwork. He's just now taking the paperwork and talking about it on the radio and letting everybody know what's up. So he's not snitching. He's just giving out information that's already been handed in. And when they sign that paper, they know it's public information at that point. And it's not if it's a question of if it's cool or not, that's a whole nother conversation. But he's not snitching.
What are you thinking? You think it's not cool?
Personally, I don't think it's cool. No, I don't think it's cool that he's exposing people's information. But it is public information. It's a business.
Bring it to the table. Call up. Bring it to the table. You said niggas doing anything for a bag. I could agree with you on a 6ix9ine situation.
Everybody's selling out for money. Like that's what today is. That's what people do. It's pretty pathetic. But that's just what they do.
And I got a question too. Don't he look like Adam 23? He Adam 23, yo. But yeah, yo, this was a good show. You feel me?
Because I'm white. They all look the same. We all look the same, I guess.
We probably gonna end this thing. We did an hour. It was great. Appreciate all my homies. And y'all check in. You know, I know the names. I never forget. I fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? This is my boy B Rad. We doing this shit at least once a week.
Absolutely.
And it'll be more. But I love y'all.
And we just need conversations. We just gotta have conversations, and that's it.
That's a fact. It was a great show. It was a great show. That's a fact. All right, y'all.